Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult. I think up until that point, it was a great night. I think when you're invested so much, this was our 7th world title fight with Natasha Jonas. She has done more for the sport than I think anyone I've ever worked with. Incredible career, incredible what she's achieved since 2012 representing GB, the first female fighter to represent GB, to still be headlining here, and then Lauren coming through to do what she's done in 10 fights and perform like she...
9.
It's 9, is it really?
Let's fix that.
It's even better than I thought. It's just, yeah, it was just remarkable. Obviously, it wasn't nice to watch at times because I think Lauren was just that dominant in certain rounds, and I think she's going to do that to a lot of fighters. But yeah, I do want to say first and foremost a big thank you to Natasha Jonas, because without her we wouldn't have had the stage that we had tonight.
Rob, I'm going to come to you next for a quick one. Obviously, the majority of the questions will be for Lauren, but Rob, you just now were part of winning a unified world title, 1 belt away from undisputed, but in 9 fights. I mean, on one Georgia scorecard, Lauren has still not lost a round. What were you telling her tonight as she was in there? Were you just trying to keep her calm, or were you trying to push the pace? Walk us through that.
Yeah, no, just push the pace a little bit and not give Natasha too much time to recover and rest. But Lauren's, you know, she's an exceptional female boxer. She knows what she's doing every second of every round. Probably gave Natasha a little bit of time early in the fight and gave her a little bit of time to recover. But when she started to go through the gears and stuff, she's, Natasha's been as Ben said, Natasha's been a brilliant professional, well still is brilliant professional world champion, and now she's not a world champion, she's still a world class top female fighter in the world of boxing. But I've said it for a long time, like, Lauren's an exceptional boxer, male or female, and nobody wins what she's won unless you're super talented, driven and exceptional, and that's just a fact.
Absolutely. Lauren, I'm going to come to you. You are someone that's always been super focused on the next goal, the next part of their career. Were you able to sit back a little bit tonight and go, all right, I'm a unified world champion, this feels pretty good, or are you already looking towards the next thing?
No, I'm going to enjoy it. It haven't really quite sunk in yet, but to box here tonight, myself and Tash, I'll remember this for the rest of my life. What a venue, what a place, doing that ring walk, yeah, unbelievable. I enjoyed myself in there tonight, the fans, and I respect Tash, legend of the game, and it was an honour to, share the ring with her. And I've enjoyed the build up as well, gloves are off, Joe's little antics throughout fight week. Yeah, it's been good.
Amazing. Now, Lauren, I do want to ask, you're always laid back and calm and collected, but I want to ask you, is there a welterweight that can beat you? Is there someone in the world, in your opinion, is there anyone that can beat Lauren Price?
I look at it like this, right? Maya and Tasha had a close fight. Sandy and McCaskill had a close fight. I've just boxed one of the best in the division in Jonas, and you see what I've done. So I believe in myself, and I believe I'm the best. And yeah, we just keep climbing that ladder. And I'm not being cocky or nothing like that. That's just where my, confidence comes from. I live the life, and when you're an Olympic champion and you've, done the amateur scene, you've seen the world. People don't understand, to even qualify for the Olympics, how hard it is. Coming up against all different styles, even training camps, world championships, Europeans. It's another level. I know amateur boxing is a different game to pro boxing, but when you've been in there and you've been against all different styles, it's the same. My feet got me to the top in the amateurs, and my speed, and they'll get me to the top in the pros.
The answer. All right, we're going to open it up to the crowd. I think we got a couple mics getting passed around. Got time for a few questions. No mics, never mind. Wow.
Lauren, you said in the build-up you're going to be too young and too fast for her. Is that exactly how you sort of saw it in the fight?
Yeah, I knew she'd be quite tough to start off with. It was all about working off the closest thing, using my jab. Thought my right hook worked well tonight, bringing her onto the counter, making a miss. And yeah, I thought, as the fight went on, I got my combinations off. and yeah, my speed was the main thing.
Did you think it was going to be that one-sided?
It's always a bit of a blur in it when you come out. I'm gonna have to watch it back, but I felt good in there, enjoyed myself, and you know I was taking each round as it comes, going.
Health and safety announcement. There is now a compulsory hard hit area. Is the health and safety announcement. The auditorium is a now compulsory hard hit area.
Oh. Yeah, and obviously as the fight went on then, yeah, it got easier.
And obviously you're going to enjoy this now, but how much would you dream of getting that undisputed shot?
Yeah, and that's why I'm in the game, you know. I want to, you know, be in the biggest fights. That's why I train so hard for. You know, you go through the camps, and that's why I was so relaxed this week, because I've had a good camp, and when you believe in yourself, that's where the confidence comes from. And, you know, I live the life, and I want to go back to Wales. You've seen it with Katie Taylor, you know, she's got a nation behind her in Ireland. I've got Wales, and she's Olympic champion, I'm Olympic champion, and I really honestly feel like, you know, I could be going and selling out stadiums, and that's the dreams I got, and that's what I want to do. I want to go all the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rob, just one from me. Can you just assess the performance tonight? What did you see?
Yeah, I think Lauren can react to what's in front of her. I thought what she did really well as the fight went on was do a little slip off a feint and bring Natasha on to combinations after the early start where it was more, you know, 2s and 3s. I think her ability to bring people onto shots and counter shots and do it in combinations as well is pretty unusual from the position she starts at. But her speed and her balance and her reactions are really good. So I thought that was the main part of the fight. I think Natasha started to come on the front foot and was just walking into a, you know, 4-5 round 4-5-6, walking into combinations that normally come off jabs and 1-2s, and she was just getting pelted with them from little angles Lauren was creating. So yeah, that was for me the biggest thing in the fight, and that was the difference really between both the girls.
And Lauren, what do you see from Menai and Tulia at this moment?
I think it's a great fight again. You know, I think it's a close fight, but I'd probably say I'd have to go for Mayer again for the winner.
Why?
I just think Sandy sometimes she loves to fight, and I think she's a better boxer, but I think, you know, you can draw her in, and I think Mayer's probably better, you know, on the inside, and yeah, just I think she'll have
I'm
her.
a trainer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic trainer, Al Mitchell. Really good trainer, really good coach. I worked with him when I was a boxer myself years ago in America. He's a brilliant coach, and I haven't met many brilliant coaches, but he's certainly one of them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Couple more.
Dan, you've spoken this week about this event kind of putting women's boxing back on the map and at the forefront of people's minds. How important is a big undisputed fight, either here or in the States, if it's Michaela Mayer potentially? How important is that to get right, to continue that?
Yeah, the big fights have to happen. That's what brings people into the sport. That's why people were interested in tonight. That's the fight that we won. Myself and Lauren, I think we'll go over to Vegas in a couple of weeks. We'll be at that fight. That's the fight that we want to make sure that happens. Michaela has already said before tonight that if she wins, she wants to become undisputed. So I think that's the fight that makes sense in boxing terms, and that's the fight, as you said, that women's boxing needs. So hopefully Lauren hasn't done too much to scare everyone off tonight, and we can get that fight.
Lauren, I just wanted to get your thoughts on, you know, this is the first female main event here in to be the victor and so comfortably tonight. How does that sit with you, you know, going down in history?
Yeah, very proud moment in my career. You know, I always say that nothing beats our Olympic gold medal, but tonight is definitely up there. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life, to headline at the Albador, the likes of, you know, Muhammad Ali, box here. It's just, yeah, very special, but not just for myself. I just think, you know, the Yule undercard, it's been a great night. great fights, and it goes to show, you know, women's boxing, when you've got two great fighters, you can put on one hell of a card, and tonight was a great card, and I'm very proud to be part of it.
Were you surprised how comfortable the victory was, and what do you think the next step for Natasha is after this tonight?
I wish Tash the best, you know, whatever she decides to do, that's on her. But I believe, you know, in myself, and I honestly believe that I was going to win, and that's it. Yeah.
Great performance tonight.
Thank you.
It was a pretty comfortable performance for you, and a lot of the 147 girls have come up through the weight classes. You are a very big 147. Are you thinking that maybe the challenges may have to come from people above this weight moving forward?
I mean, if they want to make 147, yeah, why not? But, you know, I've always said I'd love to be a multi-weight world champion, but right now my focus is on 147, and yeah, staying there.
Lauren, you're sat there with your promoter Ben Shalom. I'm going to give you the opportunity here to turn the screw on him a little bit. Undisputed, it's got to be in Cardiff, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously, you know, Ben knows, obviously we had a chat, and yeah, even if it's not next, you know, the fight after that or whatever, I definitely want to, you know, go back to Wales. In May when I fought McCaskill, it was unbelievable, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I sold out the, you know, the CIA in my first, you know, homecoming from the Olympics, and it blew me away, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. I sold some tickets tonight, one of the biggest ticket seller, you know, most Welsh fans. So yeah, you know, the journey continues, and it's just going to grow. And as an international football player, I've played football at, you know, in Cardiff City Stadium for Wales and for Cardiff, and one day I would love to, you know, box there. Yeah, that's it really. I want to go on. You've seen Katie Taylor, what she's doing, and I feel like I can follow in her footsteps.
Thanks, Lauren. Congratulations.
All right. I think the unified champ may need to get some rest and celebrate the victory. Thank you all for sticking around. It was a great night. Take care, everyone.